everyone, and welcome to the SummerSlam recap of what's wrong with the WWE. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano.
Hey, do you like Nintendo Punch-Out? Because we now have TKOs up in this thing.
Oh yes,
let's go.
That's right.
When Orton fell for the third time, match ends.
Match over.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Ring the bell. Little Mac is the champ.
An RKO through a table won't end the match.
No.
But if you bleed a little bit, it's over now.
There's no way he can continue.
No.
Even though wrestlers used to do this all the time.
Wow.
They didn't even ask Orton, can you continue? It was just,
no.
Oh, you're bleeding?
Too much blood. He's lost too much blood.
Nope.
He can't go on.
Can't do it.
So.
Yeah. We were really disappointed because we thought overall it was a pretty decent show.
Yeah.
We thought it was a pretty decent SummerSlam when you consider like some of the outcomes and some of the shock factor things, but then they end it with this like, oh, no one gets over, no one gets hurt. Because I agree with you. It's like Lesnar won, but it was not like a win.
Right. It's
like no one got pinned.
It saves Orton in a way. So anyways, let's get started with the official SummerSlam recap. Got the notes right here. All right, so to start off, we have Cesaro versus Sheamus. Wait, that was the pre-show. That was the pre-show.
Are we pre-showing
this?
We're
going to move on.
All right,
that was a pre-show, not even worth it.
No.
That's the 7 pre-show. All right, so we just to start SummerSlam, we have Enzo and Cass versus Y2KO.
Who had 430 on the over-under for their little intro.
For promos? Yeah. That was what it was. So, so shocker alert, Jericho hits a code breaker on Enzo, and Y2KO gets the win.
Yeah. I thought that was gonna...
Enzo and Cass are the biggest tag team jobbers.
I know.
Right now.
How do you not, those guys really should have straps on pretty soon.
They never win any big match.
I know.
So next up we have, backstage we have Shane, Daniel Bryan, Mick Foley. They're all talking, and then they walk up to Jon Stewart.
And his son.
Jon
Stewart's 62 years old. That's his teenage boy.
Yeah.
His 12-year-old son.
Yes. And so Jon Stewart asks Mick, how could you possibly work with Stephanie? She's horrible. She's a bitch. And then, of course, Stephanie walks up. And it's all awkward with her and Stewart. And then the New Day walk up playing their trombone, and they ask Jon Stewart if they can talk to him about something, and then they leave. Yeah. So I was thinking, oh, okay, he's going to interfere in their match.
Right.
So
for them, against them, unclear.
Right, exactly.
Unclear.
So next
Does anybody watch WWE because Jon Stewart's on the show?
I don't think so.
Look, I'm not knocking him. He's actually a very funny guy.
Right.
But why is he on?
Because
why is he on?
He's pop culture.
Is he?
Not anymore.
White, white, not on TV anymore. Jon Stewart.
You're right.
I don't get it.
Well, this is even worse. So in the Enzo match, at one point, Michael Cole says, Enzo just like Frank Sinatra, he does it his way. For all the Sinatra fans, like my dad, he doesn't watch WWE.
Yeah.
But still, that's not a reference that many people are gonna get.
No.
Unless you're a Sinatra fan, really. So, all right, next match we have Sasha Banks versus Charlotte for the Women's Championship.
Not a bad match.
No, not at all. Little dangerous, though. The first big spot they do off the top rope results in Charlotte landing on her head.
Yeah.
And it was clearly a botch. It looked very bad and horrible. Sasha was able to continue the match because she's a boss. But
at least I like, if you're gonna botch something, right?
Yeah.
Like if I go to you and I go to like just miss you completely and you wait a second and then fall back, that's what I consider like a bad botch. If you're trying something dangerous and you miss, at least it's like a good botch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, okay, that's cool that they tried it.
It was interesting because she was supposed to land on her back, so the rest of the match she sold a back injury, but in reality she landed on her head. So she might be concussed. I don't know.
Then the other one off the top ropes where they try to do like
a razor's edge off the second rope.
And then it turns
Charlotte throws her up and she catches her for a Hurricane Rana. That was insane.
Yeah.
I think Sasha's like trying to retire herself or something.
Right.
They basically lived on the turnbuckle for the whole match. They did a lot of crazy shit. Charlotte hits a natural selection, but Sasha kicks out.
Yep.
Of course she does, because that finisher's horrible.
Yes.
It's a horrible finisher.
Not good.
And then Sasha gets Charlotte into the bank statement, but my back hurts. Charlotte's able to reverse it into a pin and wins her title.
Not even a reverse. Like you've got me.
Yeah.
All she really does is like lean on her and lift her leg up.
Right.
And then she wins.
Yeah.
Sasha's back hurts.
So it's all about shock factor. I mean, the first two matches
How do you give Charlotte WrestleMania and SummerSlam?
I don't know.
And then you've got all these other women wrestlers that are all coming up. I mean, hell, Bayley's not even there yet, and yet you're giving the title back to Charlotte, which means Sasha has to win it back from Charlotte at some point.
Right.
So, like, what are all these other women doing in the meantime? It's just let Sasha win it again, then she can start a feud with somebody else.
I guess
let Charlotte start a feud with Brooke.
They're trying to have like their first big women's rivalry or something. I don't know.
All right.
So yeah, then backstage, Gallus and Anderson are still playing doctor.
Still.
When Styles walks up, and they all talk about beating up John Cena, and then Finn Balor finally shows his face around the club.
To maybe the biggest backstage pop I've ever heard in my life.
Right.
It was loud, like you almost heard it as if they were on stage.
Yeah.
Or they were in the ring.
Right.
It was ridiculous. Everybody lost their friggin' crap. And then they go to do the thing.
Yeah, the wolf pack, I guess. I don't know what they call it.
And
but
he walks away, and then a shattering of boos overcomes the entire stadium.
Yeah.
We're all like, it's right there! Just give it to us.
All you gotta do is this.
Just that. And they could have walked away, and the place would have lost their mind, although then when they didn't come out later, they would have gotten pissed, I guess. But why? Why can't you tease it a little bit more?
Sure.
All he does is walk up.
He smiles, and then he leaves.
I remember you guys.
Yeah.
You saved you.
He doesn't even say anything. So,
anyway,
next up we have The Miz and Apollo Crews for the IC title. The Miz is dressed as Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
And Maurice is dressed very weird, but also very hot.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It's probably the best Maurice has ever looked.
Since
like,
she's been back.
the best outfit.
I'll give her that. Since she's been back.
It's a great outfit.
It's a good outfit.
So, Apollo Crews goes for a splash. He hits the turnbuckle. And The Miz hits a skull-crushing finale to get the win.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, a clean win for The Miz. The Miz... Look, I'm not a huge Apollo Crews guy yet, because I know sometimes people grow on me like the New Day and the Shield as well. But, like, give this guy a strap. You've been promoting him. You've been, like, getting him there. Why does The Miz have a title? I like The Miz. I'm a fan of The Miz. He does not need a title right now.
I should have stuck with my WrestleMania prediction for when he won the next night after WrestleMania. I said he's gonna hold it till Total Divas is like on the air and then off the air, and I should have stuck with that because it's definitely the reason why he has the title.
Like hitting the turnbuckle or the ring post, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, that's a clean win. That's not a botch. That's not a botch, but that's not like a dirty win.
No.
Or anything like that.
It's all about shock factor. All about shock
there's
factor.
That.
So next up we have the match of the night.
Yeah.
Charlotte and Sasha was great, but Styles and Cena really knocked it out of the park.
They did great.
Even though they kicked out of 5 finishers total, they still knocked it out of the park. It was great. The crowd in the beginning of the match was singing John Cena sucks, so that was awesome. AJ hits the Styles Clash, Cena kicks out. Cena hits the AA, Styles kicks out. Then Styles hits an attitude adjustment of his own, and Cena kicks out. Cena gets Styles in the STF, then Styles reverses it, gets him in the calf crusher, then back to the STF, but AJ gets out of that. Cena then goes for an AA off the second rope, but Styles hits a Hurricane Rana and a phenomenal forearm back to back, but Cena kicks out.
Right. As he does.
As he does. Cena then finally hits the AA off the second rope, and he pins him immediately, and Styles kicks out.
Kicks out of that.
And that's when Cena starts to he goes into shock mode. He's like, I can't believe this is happening. Like he just stares off into space.
It's almost he's like, I guess I'm too old for this shit. It's like that was his attitude.
Well, it
might be, pal.
Yeah, so anyway, so then AJ hits the Styles Clash again, and then the phenomenal forearm again, and AJ Styles beats John Cena. Yeah. So he does. And then he celebrates and leaves. Cena then acts like this is his last match or something by taking off his armband, kissing it, and then leaving it in the ring.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. We didn't really get any warning on that.
Right.
Is he leaving for a while? Is he on a vacay?
Yeah.
Shooting a movie. Marine 6 is probably coming out. Right. Back.
So I don't know if he's going to appear on SmackDown and be like, he's got heart. AJ Styles has got heart. He's not who I thought he was or something. Right. But maybe he won't even be back for a while.
Right.
So next up, Jon Stewart comes out dressed like a hobo. Dressed like a hobo, yes. And then he makes fun of himself for interfering in Cena's match last year. Stewart then takes off his hobo sweater, revealing a New Day shirt.
Yay.
And he puts on a unicorn horn. And then he introduces the New Day like Big E.
Right.
But the crowd takes over, thankfully.
Right.
So, New Day versus Doctor and Doctor for the tag team titles.
Right.
Gallows and Anderson come out with their jars, and then they pull out the smallest jar possible for Jon Stewart. That was pretty good. And then, like, they showed Jon Stewart, and he's like, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. So Gallows and Anderson hit the Magic Killer, but Stewart runs in the ring for some reason.
Right.
Don't really know why. Gallows and Anderson...
To a non-interference at that moment.
Right, yeah.
Non-interference.
Right. So Gallows and Anderson prepare Stewart for some ring postitis.
Yeah.
When Big E Langston...
But Stewart did do this. When he was cornered, he was like, I'm with you guys.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, here comes the swerve.
Right, yeah.
But no.
So Big E runs out and beats the shit out of Gallows and Anderson.
Right.
The ref DQs the New Day, and they're still your tag team champions.
Yeah.
And then to top it all off, Big E takes a drink out of the jar, to which the announce team, Corey Graves says, he just drank formaldehyde.
Yeah.
So Big E's dead.
I'm
guessing he's dead now.
Oh, he wasn't on the screen dropping dead?
No. I guess
backstage dropped dead.
Dropped dead.
Look it up.
Backstage.
Look it up, kids.
Everyone was sad.
Yeah.
So next up we have Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler for the WWE Championship.
Main event, right? You got to close the show with something big.
No, we have 5 matches left.
What's that now?
5 matches left.
So the main title,
the
main championship,
right?
The match that has the best potential of the night, is 5 from the end.
So I was wrong.
All right.
That they love Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
The championship means nothing.
Nothing.
When it's 5 from the main event.
The main championship.
Yes.
Yeah. This is like the Bruno Sammartino belt. This is the Hulk Hogan belt.
Yes.
This is the Stone Cold belt. This isn't like here's Triple H won a belt. That's not that belt.
No.
This is the main friggin' title.
Yeah.
And it's 5 from the end.
Yep.
What? Okay.
So Ambrose and Ziggler want to kill each other before the match.
Yeah.
But Shane and Daniel Bryan are in the ring separating them.
Right.
Ambrose is super cocky, super heelish in the match. He even tunes up the band at one point. They're like, oh, he's taunting Ziggler.
And then he doesn't do it in a douchey way. He's almost like, yeah. I'm a douche.
I feel like he was really taunting Shawn Michaels, actually.
No, I hate him.
So Dolph hits the zigzag, but Ambrose kicks out.
Right.
And then Ziggler goes for some move off the top rope, which I'm not sure what he was going for. Maybe a face buster off the top rope.
Yeah.
But Ambrose lands on his feet, and then he just hits a Dirty Deeds and gets the win.
Yep.
I really thought Ziggler would have kicked out.
Once.
But he didn't. No.
I mean, after all that promo of like, this is my time, this is my chance to win the title and all that, and then no kick out.
Right.
And one finisher.
Yeah, it was very anticlimactic.
Was this thing really just another Ambrose victory, title defense with no repercussions? I can see this going away. I can see a new contender on Raw tomorrow. The new contender kind of thing.
Right. Again, they don't have much. Like,
There's
it would
no
have
rivalry.
to be Bray Wyatt or Styles, I guess, if they keep Styles heel.
Not gonna happen. No. We're like, what's Bray gonna do at SummerSlam? 6 hours of show. You gotta do something.
6-hour show, and Bray Wyatt's not on the show. What the hell is that about?
What's that about?
Anyways, sorry, Josh. Our next match, we have Naomi and Carmella and Becky Lynch versus Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and Eva Marie.
Yeah.
Eva Marie's music hits, and the voiceover guy says, Eva Marie is depressed and is on vacation.
Right.
We're sorry.
We don't know about suspensions, right?
No.
Triple H, no more kayfabe.
No more kayfabe. That's what he said.
So I think we all know who was coming out. It was kind of all over the internet.
You can look, but you can't touch.
Huge pop.
Huge pop.
Huge pop.
I was shocked.
Huge pop.
Must be a lot of Total Divas.
Well, not just that. I mean, I would be excited to see a returning superstar who got hurt, right?
Yes. Well, we
if you ever hurt. Well, again.
Yeah. We also saw another return in the match. In the match, we saw a return of
bad wrestling.
Well, we saw Natalya eat Naomi's ass again. We've been missing that for a while. It's been a while since we've seen Natalya eat Naomi's ass. Really, anyone eat Naomi's ass.
Butt blasting.
It's butt blasting all over the ring. She has the worst moves in the WWE. So Nikki then gets the win after hitting a new finisher on Carmella because she can't do the whatever her move was called, the torture rack, and then the well, it wasn't called that.
Well, it was almost like an RKO.
Right.
She spins her into like a
because the reason why she had the neck surgery was because she was doing that move so much. So she couldn't do that.
I'm surprised she's even allowed to put someone on her now.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So next up we have Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the Universal Championship.
First title two of their top stars, maybe their two top stars. That's how you close the show. I applaud you, WWE. Way to close the show. I'm surprised they didn't have the Lesnar match, though.
No, that's coming, actually.
Sorry?
Yeah, that's still coming.
Oh, that's third from the end. Third from the end.
Unless, as long as you don't count Reigns and Rusev, because that wasn't a match.
Well, but it was...
yeah, so they have the big reveal for the Universal Championship. We saw the pictures online. The pictures look great for the rumors, like maybe it was leaked online. It looked cool. It was a little red. But no, this is all red.
Yeah.
It's all red.
This is a Spider-Man title.
It feels like they made it just for Spider-Man or Eva Marie. Like, she might win it when she comes back.
Hold on, I think I found the title.
All red everything. Yeah. There it is. Yes. That looks great. There's the title right here. That looks awesome.
With like another couple masks.
That looks awesome on me. My goodness.
Seriously.
Wow.
Seriously, that's what it looked like.
Awful. So, Seth Rollins hits a pedigree.
Yeah.
But Balor kicks out.
Right.
He should. I mean, it's not even his move.
Right.
So Balor ends up hitting the coup de grace on Rollins to get the win and become the first ever Universal Champion.
Yeah.
It's a very good match.
Really good match.
Very main event-ish.
Can I just say,
Yes.
Finn Balor.
Yes.
Again, a lot of you guys know I don't watch NXT. I really have never watched it, especially in the past. I'm watching it more now. But Finn Balor has the greatest entrance I've seen in a long, long time. Maybe top 5 ever.
You should
top
see,
3 ever.
You should see when he came out with a chainsaw once.
Oh my god.
He came out revving a chainsaw.
The thing where he's like, brum, da, 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 and all the lights come on. It's amazing.
It is. It's very good.
Absolutely stunning.
It's awesome.
So I'm glad he won.
Right.
We thought he'd win. I'm glad he won. Let's see what he does with it now.
Rollins
I
is-
kind of thought we'd see a Triple H swerve and turn him heel and all this, or a Balor Club thing. I think maybe I wanted that.
Right.
But the clean pin was fine just because it was such a good match.
Mm-hmm.
So
I wonder who Rollins feuds with after he loses the rematch.
There's
He
someone-
probably will, or if they even have one, they probably will.
Is Rollins that guy now? Think he doesn't need a title
I just
guy?
think for now, I think by WrestleMania he'll have the title or something.
A title.
You know?
He can always be on another show. He can always be whatever.
Right, yeah, very true. So next up we have Rusev versus Roman Reigns for the United States Championship, except no we don't. Before the match even starts, Rusev attacks Reigns. They brawl outside the ring until 30 refs force Reigns to leave. No match, no dice.
No dice.
This is how you protect Roman Reigns on a pay-per-view.
No mas. Yeah, you said
He's
that.
a terrible wrestler,
Mm-hmm.
so don't let him wrestle. He's only good at one thing, and that's brawling. And that's what they did. They brawled. All of his matches should be no disqualification, falls count anywhere. He should only brawl, because that's all he's good at. Because, anyone can do that.
Yeah.
So, it's so boring. Even the brawl's boring. The crowd chants, "We want Slater."
Yeah, Slater.
Are you listening?
Yeah.
Are you listening, WWE? You made us like him.
Right.
Like, you did that. Congratulations. Now, give him to us.
Heath, yeah.
Give him to us already.
Slater.
You did it. You did the first part. Now finish it.
Right.
This is what you always fail at doing.
Would have been an amazing thing right there with the crowd chanting it would have been he comes out with some weird mini briefcase.
Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan and Shane gave me this and said I can use this for the US Championship with Rusev out, and hurting, and then beating him for the
Or
title.
it's like a contract briefcase. Like, if I win, I get this contract. I don't know what the locks are. They have a code, and I get to unlock it. Yeah.
Just any of this.
Something like that.
So Rusev was really funny when the doctors were trying to help him. He's like, "No, leave me alone."
Get.
It was so funny.
So Rusev gets up and he starts walking, up to the ramp. He's trying to get away, and then Reigns comes out and spears Rusev like a total dick.
Heel.
Super heel.
Only a heel.
He's the biggest heel in the company. He really is.
Well, Rusev did shove Reigns' wife into a cake.
No, that was Reigns.
He's a douche. Wow.
I just don't get it.
Biggest heel in the company.
And then they even say if Rusev's ribs aren't broken, they are now. So I guess that's their 2-week honeymoon that they're going to go on now. So I guess Reigns is going to fight Strowman for the next couple weeks. Anyways, let's move on. No. That's, what am I kidding? He has to fight 10 more jobbers before he fights.
We're fighting him together.
Yes,
Tag
tomorrow.
team.
Look for it. Look for it on Raw.
Handicap match.
Look for it on Raw.
Yeah.
So next up we have the main event. 15 years in the making. I almost feel like we're doing Brothers of Bash. Because it's just so ridiculous.
Ooh!
15 years in the making. You ready for this one? And it's a 10-minute match. We've been waiting for 15 years and it's a 10-minute match.
That's like the series. The Brothers of Bash would be like, and you know how it ends? Lesnar hits him with a forearm, Bust them open. They don't know what to do. Too much blood. TKO. That's a Brothers of Bash finish for sure.
I can't wait till I bleed that much. Yeah, I've been begging to bleed like that my entire life.
So,
not a blade job at all.
Can we get to the, or do you want to describe more of the match?
Well, yeah, so the best part of the match wasn't even the match. It was the fan at the ramp holding up a very well-decorated sign that said, "Got juice."
With two sippy cups.
It was like that far away from Lesnar.
It was fantastic.
So amazing.
How does that get on the
I wonder if it was worth it for that fan to do that and then not see the main event.
Right.
If he got kicked out. If he did, wasn't really a big deal because the main event sucked. So, he's the best fan ever, by the way. So Lesnar puts Orton through the announce table. So, break in there.
Yep.
Then Brock then puts Orton on the next announce table, but Orton hits an RKO, but the table doesn't break.
Yeah.
So Orton then hits another RKO in the middle of the ring, but Lesnar kicks out. So 2 RKOs. Orton then, this is when Lesnar starts punching Orton, beating him up, and Orton bladed. I'm saying it. It's 100% fact that he's bladed.
Can I just say something?
We had some controversy. We're talking about it after.
Can I just say something?
He bladed. It's over. He bladed.
Can I say something?
Yes.
It was probably the best blade job I've ever seen. Because we played it back over and over again and we could not see where he did it. We could not see.
Right.
And the fact that Lesnar was like hitting him, he picks up his head, kind of misses with the first forearm, and then hits him square in the head with the second one, and then all of a sudden he's bleeding everywhere. It looked amazing.
Yeah.
They did it flawlessly.
They did it flawlessly.
Josh, was it a blade job?
No.
All right, I love it. Let's start it.
Okay.
Let's start it going.
Okay.
Let's start it going. Andrew
right
says,
there.
of course. Josh says no. I'm teetering the fence. Kind of want to learn more about it, but of course it had to have been.
We're gonna do a demonstration right now. I'm gonna hit Joe in the head 10 times, and we're gonna see if he bleeds.
Look, you can hit me. Just get this part of your elbow and get it right in the forehead.
Right there.
I'm definitely gonna bleed. I'm just not gonna gush blood. I don't
No,
think.
you're not gonna spew blood like it's an anime cartoon.
But I mean, you'll bleed.
So hey, that's a great spot for the middle of the match, right? Just a ton of blood.
Ton of
Great
blood.
spot for the middle of the match.
But Orton says no. I can continue. And then they finish the match.
No.
No?
Nope.
No?
No. Lesnar wins by TKO. Now let me ask you something.
Yeah.
I'm 30. It's my 30th birthday.
41. 41 years.
I'm 30.
He's 30.
It's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, thank
Do I have
you.
to say it on camera?
Yes. I wanted to have that forever.
Said it for days.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Again, it doesn't count if it's not on Facebook. So, so I've been watching WWE probably for 25 years, like since I was 5.
Yeah.
So you, 35 years?
Sure.
Have you ever seen someone win by TKO in the WWE?
Yeah. So this used to happen all the time. In the
Oh,
80s.
really?
No, never.
Ever. What about the WCW? Ever in the WCW, did you say?
Maybe, but I don't watch every episode. I'm sure TNA does this all the time. That's what they've
Lesnar wins by TKO.
Ladies and gentlemen, so all of a sudden, so he never calls for the bell. You just hear the bell.
Yep.
The ref's like,
Yeah.
yes, with Lesnar.
Yeah, he doesn't even.
And all of a sudden, ding, ding, ding.
So once again, 2 SummerSlams in a row, the bell ringer took it upon himself to end the match.
And the
2
Lesnar
years
match.
in a row.
And
Yes,
the Lesnar
this
match.
guy has a huge heart-on for Lesnar. What is going on? How are you not fired yet?
Yeah, seriously.
I'm acting like it's real. Oh my goodness.
So the bell rings, and the winner, it's almost like the winner of this match, I'm being told,
Is Orton. I thought it would be Orton.
Right, like
because
a
he kept
TKO.
punching him. The ref's like, stop.
disqualified or
Stop.
something. Right.
You'd think it would be Orton.
Yeah.
No.
How was it Lesnar?
Lesnar wins by TKO.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the WWE? Right there.
That ending.
So,
That ending, it says
shitty
it all.
ending, 15 years in the making for a 10-minute match that ends with just blood. And that's it. TKO ending.
You bleed.
What is that?
There's blood.
So then, maybe the saving grace, everyone's cheering for Goldberg. I personally do not want to see Goldberg. I don't want to see Goldberg forever, for the rest of my life. You can put him in the Hall of Fame, sure. I don't want to see him wrestler. He's the worst wrestler that ever wrestled in a main event of anything. He's terrible. He's worse than Reigns. I don't want to see a 50-year-old Goldberg come out.
I don't know about that.
What?
You said he's worse than Reigns.
In the ring, as a performer, he's worse than Reigns. Does worse moves. Anyways, fine, that's debatable.
It's close.
He's horrible, though. We'll agree on that. Anyways, I don't want to see him, so Maybe Bray Wyatt's going to come out? No. So Shane comes out, and he's trying to stop Lesnar from murdering Randy Orton, one of their stars for SmackDown Live. And so instead, Lesnar picks up Shane, and he F5s him in the middle of the ring. Maybe teasing a Shane-Lesnar match that will just end with Shane getting murdered?
Just murder.
Probably not.
It's a stupid match.
At least Shane did something on the show,
Yeah.
But Lesnar's clearly a heel now. He went super heel now. Super heel. He's super heel. He has to be. Yeah. He went back.
You can't hit the boss and be a heel
No.
unless your name is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's right. And he's a cool boss. We like that boss.
Right.
And just beating Orton the way he did after the match. So what a downer SummerSlam ended with. I think,
How do you win, though? How do you win by blood in a pro wrestling match? If anything, the ref goes, this match has been disqualified because someone can't continue.
Yeah.
You don't say, oh, well,
No.
this person wins because he made him bleed.
We've seen Cena covered in blood from head to toe. We've seen Triple H, Shawn Michaels, all of them covered in blood head to toe.
Flair.
For like the first 5 minutes of the match.
Yeah.
And then there's 30 more minutes.
Mick
of
Foley.
wrestling.
Yeah.
Mick Foley, oh my goodness. Yeah, like, you think if anyone would ever have won by TKO in the history of WWE, it's when Undertaker chokeslammed Mick Foley through the Hell in a Cell. That's a TKO victory. I would have accepted that.
Yes.
That's the only time I would have accepted it.
This is over!
Yes.
Enough!
No, there was still a pin. There was still
This
a
is too
pinfall.
brutal for us.
There was still a pinfall in that match.
Yeah.
But no, Orton, a little pool of blood, match is over. What a letdown. I have not personally.
Orton act like he got shot in the head.
Yeah.
Like he never got up.
No.
He never got up from a forearm. He's just
No.
like, what is happening?
No. I don't get it.
Where am I?
I don't get it. So that was SummerSlam. Huge letdown. I don't know what I would rate it. A B minus.
I gotta give you this.
Such a letdown.
A B minus is a great score.
Such a letdown.
I think WrestleMania has its ups and downs because there's so many part-timers and there's so many things you can do wrong in WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I mean, this last WrestleMania, because we went there were some good moments.
Right.
You can't really screw up the Royal Rumble. You can have a bad match. Survivor Series, they screwed up.
Batista is your winner.
What I mean is, yeah, you really can. You're right. That's actually kind of my point. My point is this. Usually they give us SummerSlam as here's all the crap you want.
Yeah.
Here's all the people you want to win. That's what SummerSlam
They gave
has
us
been.
Styles.
That's what SummerSlam has been.
They gave us Styles winning in the middle of it,
Yeah.
and then it was just the worst ending ever.
So-
just such a bad ending.
It wasn't that.
So
Not at the end.
that's our SummerSlam recap. I have not personally watched NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, but that's why we have a correspondent here. So Josh, what did you think of NXT TakeOver Brooklyn?
It was pretty good.
All right, thanks very much, Josh. Appreciate that recap. We're gonna recap that in more detail.
He's not the best What's Wrong with WWE blogger for nothing.
Yes, we'll go into more detail next week, and we're also gonna, we'll see you after the Raw and SmackDown for that podcast. We'll talk about SummerSlam some more, I'm sure, because that was crap. But until then, make sure to subscribe to our podcast on iTunes and give us a 5-star
Watch
review.
this video over and over again on YouTube.
You can check out this video on YouTube that you're watching right now on YouTube.
I mean, look, we're live at SummerSlam.
right there. There's
come on.
Barclays Center.
Yeah.
I think.
Right outside.
There it is. Yep, there it is.
There it is.
Yes, go to what's wrong with WWE.com, all that good stuff, and we'll see you after Raw and SmackDown.
And you can take that to the bank.